Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with Lim Reviews. So today we're going to be checking out the brand new laptop from Honor. This is the MagicBook 15 and it's quite a nice device right here, very premium looking. But here in Malaysia, this is currently retailing for about RM3699 and it comes in only just one spec for this particular laptop right here. Alright, so before we begin, I just want to take a very quick look at the build quality and the design and all that. So right off the bat, you can see that this is actually the space gray color, and we do have this all nicely built in aluminum with chamfered edges on the sides here. So it looks pretty unique because this is all in that blue color kind of like chamfered edges, which looks pretty nice here on the Honor MagicBook 15. Another point to take note of here is that because it's using aluminum and all that, this device here is actually pretty lightweight at just 1.56 kg, so that's not very heavy. Another point that Honor already mentioned here is that this is actually scratch resistant, so you can, it's quite durable and you can, just put it right into your bag without putting it into any kind of case or sleeve or whatnot. So this should actually hold up pretty well. And that's just very quickly in terms of the design and all that. So next thing I want to touch about here is actually the kind of ports that you get on the sides. I'm not really sure if you can see on the camera right here, but you do have quite a few ports here. You have the HDMI port, a USB Type A, a USB Type C, and if you move on to the other side here, you also have another Type A port as well as the headphone jack. So it's not to say a huge variety of ports right here, but you do get what you really need covered for yourself. Apart from that, you also get a fingerprint scanner. Let me just activate it right here. All you need to do is put your finger up there and basically it gets unlocked right away. So very simple to use. Alright, so in terms of the design, one more thing I need to point out here is that we do have this webcam hidden at the center here. So you have to press it on the keyboard to actually release it. And I think that's very good because in a way it's actually like hiding your privacy so that the camera is not always facing at you. Alright, so that's for the design and all that. Next, let's talk very quickly about the display because we have a really beautiful display over here. So specs wise, this is a 15.6 IPS 1080p display and it supports 100% sRGB color gamut for richer colors. So in terms of just the colors itself, guys, this is a very nice display right here, and I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos using the Honor MagicBook 15 and it all looks very punchy. Colors looks great. The contrast levels looks very nice as well, as you can see by the deep blacks all over the display itself. So it's a very nice display that you're getting here. And one thing to note here is also you have these very slim bezels all over the display. And because the webcam is no longer here, you can actually have this pretty symmetrical kind of view here, except for the bottom section, which is a little bit thicker, but that's not a big deal at all. So this is what you can get with the display. One thing I do need to highlight here is that opening this device, you can't really do it with one hand because the hinge is kind of firm right there. So you have to hold down the device itself to open up that display. So that's just one thing that I thought I would like to mention here as well. Alright, so now let's talk a little bit about the processing power. This MagicBook 15 comes with the latest 11th gen Intel i5 processor with Iris Xe graphics. So apart from that, because this is also only just one spec, it comes with 16GB of DDR4 RAM, that's quite a fair bit actually, and 512GB of internal storage. So that's very good here for this laptop. Again, this is not really made for gaming and all that, but if you're mostly working from home like how you should be doing these days and constantly multitask between the documents, your PowerPoints, videos, internet browsing and all that, this laptop will actually serve you pretty well. So it's a very good laptop for just working and of course doing a bit of light editing here and there. So that's pretty good for that as well. One thing I do need to point out though is this particular keyboard right here. So the keyboard here is actually quite soft and quiet, and it actually provides some decent travel for this keyboard right here. So it's not the type that is very springy, but it is very easy to adapt to and allows me to type on it very quickly. So one thing I also wanted to point out here is this trackpad, guys. So this trackpad is actually fairly wide here. If you can see my hands down here. Yep, so it's quite wide and it's actually quite good for browsing, especially for simple stuff like this. But of course, if you require more precision, I would definitely recommend you to get investing in a proper mouse for that matter. Alright, next thing I want to talk about here is the speakers. So we do have a speaker on this Honor MagicBook 15, and the good news is that it gets pretty loud, but do not go all the way up in terms of volume because it will definitely create some cracking in the audio. So you don't want to have that. Don't forget, for a laptop this slim, expect the sound to be similar to any typical laptop It's not as rich, as bassy as what you can get from a certain laptop named after a certain fruit. So yeah, that's in terms of the sound and all that. Last but not least, I just want to talk very quickly about the battery life in this guy right here. So we have a 56 watt-hour battery that can last up to 10 hours for watching movies at 1080p. Alright, so that's just for watching movies. Of course, you're not always watching movies, just for work and all that. I'm getting a pretty decent 5 to 6 hours of just work time on the Honor MagicBook 15 right here. But what's more impressive is that it does come with a 65 watt fast charger in the box, and it does 0 to 53% in just 30 minutes. So that's pretty quick, especially for these days. You know, you always take a laptop and you don't want to be always tied to your charger and all that. So that's definitely quite good in terms of the charging speeds for the Honor MagicBook 15. Alright guys, I think that's pretty much it, what I want to share with you in terms of my experience with this new laptop right here. Again, this is just a high-level view on the Honor MagicBook 15. If you do have any more questions, don't forget to check out the link down in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!